Where do we want to go from here, Linda?
I want to say something about applying ourselves.
Okay.
I think it's really important for us to work hard.
Okay.
I think human beings are meant to work hard, and to learn things well, and to think and to apply their heart and their minds together to solving some of the problems that human beings have created.
Mm-hmm.
You know, really, we have created all the problems that are here. And so I think we have a great opportunity that the young people nowadays, we have such incredible problems on this beautiful planet Earth, and we have a limited amount of time to correct the error of our ways. And I think that it's really important for both the older people and the younger people to use our ability to focus and to create and to understand each other and to create, actual movements of change.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is happening right now. And I'm not that much in touch with it because I don't know that many young people now. But
I agree with you. One of the reasons why I wanted to share about the Kent State story and our generation and how real it was dealing with the draft and the potential of being sent off to war and all, is that I feel like that verve absolutely lives in the youth. And I've lived with over 100 millennials.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in 200 homes. I've been with people of all different generations and cultures and everything else. And I have observed a missing of this story line being understood as something that, yes, there was the flower power of the 60s and the consciousness movement and all, but it was directly correlate with the life and death, things that we were dealing with and the absurdities we were watching unfold and how important it is. So now we have like the legalization of marijuana, and I don't have an opinion one way or another on that, but I do watch that we maybe exalt freedom being something like self-expression is doing what you damn well please, and that means I get to whatever, and we're missing that we're actually incredibly privileged in a world where there's huge amount of suffering, and that our creative nature could really be being fulfilled by showing up for one another in a way that might not have us go to substances and all, and instead be getting that, serotonin in fulfilling, on our soul's path, and that's really what I mean when I say we can step it up, is that we are capable. I don't know that it's hard work, but I think for me it's more a matter of fulfillment. So if I'm here for something, why would I want to throw my life away? And how could I possibly ever really be happy with all the suffering that's going on?
Right.
The only way I can really feel, in any way happy and fulfilled is to know that I'm doing my part.
Right.
And not super special, I'm now the goddess because I did it, but because we are here together. And it can work really beautifully. There's no reason that we shouldn't have good water for everybody and food in everybody's tummy. It's an insanity. And it's only because we operate in these siloed ways you know, because there's certainly the wisdom and the genius and what have you to just get it handled. So for me, that's the purpose of Circles Uniting, is to make a steady state awareness be something that we have as a go-to place every day of our lives. For we're connected, we're creative, what's indicated based on this being an absolute truth, not a concept, you know, for our lives. You know, and then bringing it. You know, I'm living in a household right now with a 9-year-old, 13-year-old, 9-year-old boy, 13, 15-year-old girls, and they mostly don't like school, you know, and I consider, wow, there's another tragedy, you know, and how I actually was very fortunate when I was younger to have this kind of experiential learning where I got to learn but in direct relationship with my life. And so I would learn it, I would apply it, I would get results, I would get to bring it back, we'd massage it around. You know, this is what we don't have access to in the nuclear kind of way we're going about things. We're, you know, very, very isolated, and we're replicating our efforts. I think that's why it seems like hard work. It could actually be a lot easier. That doesn't mean we don't dedicate ourselves, and it isn't fully what we're here for, but it doesn't have to exhaust us, you know.
Oh, I don't think hard work has to exhaust you.
Yeah.
But
I didn't say that I thought you did. I'm just
I think
adding it so people don't correlate.
But applying ourselves. And I think there's a lot to be said for self-discipline and for finishing things. And I think that that's something I've learned through the years, how valuable it is to finish something that you start.
Yeah.
Whether or not it's that successful, but the act of finishing something in itself is it's a reward.
Did you play, I did a lot of team sports, and I also have done a lot of team initiatives and trainings, adventure play kind of stuff, and I learned from it that I'm an upfront person. I get things started, I can bring a lot of juice to it, I can inspire a lot of people to jump in, and I can keep it going to a certain degree. But if I were to try to bring it all the way to completion by myself, but the good news is I'm here with other people
you don't
who
have to.
this energy.
Right.
So when I played team sports, I learned that in a big way very young, which was that I was fast, I had precision, I was usually a high scorer in the middle of the game, but people had staying power that I didn't have. You know? And certainly, man, put me in front of a goal, I would have freaked out. I didn't even try it once. It was just like, absolutely not what I needed to be doing. No one would be well served. You know, so if we can understand who we are in relationship.
Right.
Yeah. You know,
Right.
Yeah. And then... I want to bring Terso into the conversation on camera, because this whole thing is made possible because Terso and I have come together as a production team to do these first pieces, and he's over on the couch. There he is. Boy like this. There's the man. And we will be bringing many more of these profiles, conversations with artists of life. Thank you, Linda Seeley.
Thank you very much,
Yes.
Frankie Lee.
Yeah, good company.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Tirso.
Yeah.
Excellent work, guys. Excellent work. I think we'll call it there.
Yes, that's great.
All right.
Yeah.